Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. On Sunday, the season's first major wildfire spread to roughly 24,700 acres across Western Canada. In a video shared online, Cliff Chapman of the BC Wildfire Service said the Parker Lane wildfire has exhibited fast growth and high fire behavior since it began on Friday. In British Columbia, thousands of residents in Northern Rockies Regional Municipality and Fort Nelson First Nations were evacuated, and authorities warned of poor air quality across provinces. Moving forward, authorities said they expected fire activity to remain low with more showers expected during the week. The province of Alberta continued to stress the two wildfires were extreme and out of control and recorded 43 active fires, including one located 9 miles southwest of Fort McMurray. All eyes were on the sky this weekend. A rare and unusually strong solar flare activity caused the northern lights to be visible over much of the United States, including Massachusetts and other parts of New England. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration noted that the aurora was hard to predict, so while many thought the light's dazzling display would only be visible one night, there was a show the whole weekend and early into the week. The northern lights being visible in Massachusetts is a result of geomagnetic storms prompted by eruptions on the solar surface or areas on the sun's surface that experience strong magnetic activity. Those storms can create disturbances to Earth's magnetic fields while creating the famous purple-green hues in the night sky. The COVID pandemic may be over, but the virus is still sticking around. Right now, more than a third of COVID-19 cases in the U.S. are estimated to be from a new, fast-growing member of the so-called flirt variants, nicknamed for their small but distinctive changes relative to the JN.1 strain that struck this past winter. A CDC spokesperson said that the strain also does not have large amounts of worrying changes, unlike some previously highly mutated variants that have raised alarm in years past. The CDC has not made any changes to its current vaccine recommendations, which were updated last April. But the emergence of the new KP2 variants might affect what vaccine the FDA picks out for this coming fall and winter. A new study finds that negative emotions can impact the health of your blood vessels. Researchers at Columbia University took 280 healthy adults and randomly assigned them to recall feelings of anger, sadness, anxiety, or remain neutral for 8 minutes. Unlike anxiety or sadness, researchers found that anger reduced the ability of the participants' blood vessels to dilate or open up. In other words, it made them stiffer, which over time could lead to heart attack, stroke, or kidney disease. The effects only lasted up to 40 minutes, but if you're someone who angers easily and frequently, you could be doing lasting harm to your arteries. General Motors said last week production of its gasoline-powered Chevrolet Malibu car will end later this year in order to produce new electric vehicles. The Detroit automaker is investing $390 million at its Kansas assembly plant to build next-generation Chevrolet Bolt EVs. Production of the prior generation Bolt ended in December. Production of its Malibu will end in November. Since 1964, more than 10 million Malibus have been sold. GM has been shifting away from cars in favor of building more crossover and sport utility vehicles in recent years. The very popular Chevrolet Camaro ended production last year. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Meet James. He was surprised to find out that he has elevated blood pressure, which could turn into high blood pressure. So he talked with his doctor about a healthy path to get his numbers down. He quit smoking, which makes a big difference for his overall heart health. He also cut down on salt by watching out for high sodium on food labels and added a 30-minute walk 5 days a week to his routine. These healthy steps weren't easy, but lowering his blood pressure was worth it. Learn more about his healthy path.
Welcome back. Plans are now in the works for senior and veteran housing in Braintree. Recently, a number of public meetings were held that featured discussions regarding a design team on opportunities to renovate and expand the buildings at 74 and 90 Pond Street in Braintree. Those buildings could be reused for senior and veteran housing. Officials said the discussion included a summary of the existing buildings' need for maintenance and upgrades, as well as initial concept studies for how to provide housing there. More meetings will be scheduled in the future to further discuss the senior and veteran housing possibilities. The Town of Braintree's Ways and Means Committee officially started their budget hearing process on Monday, May 6th. The committee will go department by department until they approve a final budget that will get approved by the Town Council at the end of the month. You can watch the meetings live or catch up on old ones on BCAM TV's Government Channel, Comcast Channel 8, and Verizon Channel 26, or on youtube.com/BCAMTV. Two local organizations are teaming up to host an event that celebrates Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. The Braintree Historical Society, along with the Chinese American Association of Braintree, have partnered up to put on an event that honors AAPI Heritage Month through their house guided tours, sunrise balloon arts, Braintree Fan Factory history lessons, tea tastings, games, and arts and crafts. The event is open to all and will be taking place between 2 to 4 p.m. at the Braintree Historical Society. For more information, visit braintree-historical.org or visit caab-ma.org. Braintree's Hazard Mitigation Planning Committee developed a strategy plan for reducing current and future natural hazard risks and impacts for climate change. When implemented, the Hazard Mitigation Plan makes the town more resilient to natural hazards such as flooding, snowstorms, high winds, and extreme temperatures. Federal Emergency Management Agency approval and town adoption of the plan allows the town to apply for pre- and post-disaster hazard mitigation grant funds. There is a commentary period for town residents who have any questions or concerns. To see the plan, head to braintreema.gov, and to send in any comments, send an email to kphelan@braintreema.gov. The American Red Cross is visiting Braintree for their initiative Sound the Alarm, Save a Life. The initiative, spearheaded by District 5 Town Councilor Meredith Barica, aims to install more working smoke alarms in local homes. According to the Red Cross, working smoke detectors can cut the risk of death from home fires in half. So on May 18th, volunteers from the Red Cross and Braintree Fire Department are partnering up to install new smoke detectors in Braintree homes between 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Appointments are still available, and you can head to soundthealarm.org/MA to book it now. Here's more about the event from Councilor Barica.
Thank you very much, Vice President Ringus. As many of you may remember, at the end of last year, sadly and tragically, there was a fatal fire on my street. And so in response to that, I want to say thank you so much to the Braintree Fire Department, Mayor Joyce, and to the American Red Cross, who will be donating to any Braintree resident who needs them smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, for free installation, and this is part of the American Red Cross Sound the Alarm campaign to prevent unnecessary deaths from having non-working or no smoke detectors in people's homes. So I urge all residents, please, I'm going to give the number out. It's 1-800-564-1234. And that is to leave a message for the American Red Cross. They will get back to you within the next week to arrange a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector free installation at your house. The installation day will be Saturday, May 18th between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. So once again, that number is 1-800-564-1234. Please take advantage of this. We don't need any more unnecessary deaths from not having smoke detectors. So thank you.
Thank you.
Braintree residents can now be a part of beautifying the town more regularly. The Blue Bag campaign is an initiative announced by the town where residents can pick up a blue bag and collect trash anywhere in town. Residents can now help beautify the town while on a walk, when you're out with friends, or while hanging out at the neighborhood park. When the bag is full, just leave it securely tied near the curb and alert the mayor's office where you left it. Once you call, the DPW will swing by and pick it up. For more information, head to braintreema.gov. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Take steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. The MBTA, Commuter Rail, and Keolis have announced a special event train service this summer for the full lineup of concerts taking place at Gillette Stadium. This service is being provided as a convenience to concert goers to avoid traffic jams by taking the trains instead. Trains will depart from Boston South Station with stops at Back Bay and Dedham Corporate Center. There will also be stops from Providence Station through Pawtucket, Central Falls, Attleboro, and Mansfield. Special event train tickets will be available for purchase at 11 a.m. approximately 2 weeks before each show, exclusively on the M-Ticket app. The complete train schedule for the shows will be announced closer to each show date and can be found by visiting the MBTA website. Each special event train is scheduled to arrive in Foxborough approximately 1 hour before the start of each concert and depart 30 minutes after each concert ends. A Braintree woman is suing the city of Quincy after she was allegedly injured when a piece of metal flashing came off the roof of the Kilroy Square garage and hit her in the head. In response to these accusations, Quincy Assistant Solicitor Steve Durkin said she was struck by a plastic light cover that weighs a few ounces. He said he hasn't been provided with any evidence that the woman was injured or got medical treatment. According to the lawsuit filed by the woman, on March 8, 2022, Jody Solomando was walking outside the Kilroy Square garage on Cottage Street when she was struck in the head by metal flashing that came off the roof. Solomando said it caused her to fall and lose consciousness. Although Solomando's lawsuit claims she was severely, seriously, and permanently injured, the assistant solicitor insists that it doesn't appear that Solomando was hurt in the manner she states, based on surveillance footage. The Braintree resident is seeking $100,000 plus interest and expenses. A Weymouth man who had the world's first successful transplant of a genetically edited pig kidney has died. Weymouth resident Richard Slayman had the surgery at Massachusetts General Hospital less than 2 months ago. When the 62-year-old left Mass General, Slayman said he had one of the cleanest bills of health he'd had in a long time. In a statement, Massachusetts General Hospital said it has no indication Slayman's death was the result of his transplant. His family released a statement that read, quote, "We are extremely grateful to his care team across Massachusetts General Hospital and Mass General Brigham, who truly did everything they could to help give Rick a second chance. Their enormous effort leading the xenotransplant gave our family 7 more weeks with Rick, and our memories made during that time will remain in our minds and hearts," end quote. With 80 residents displaced in Randolph by the devastating fire at the Bridle Path Apartments, the town is now accepting donations. At this time, gift cards and online money donations are the only ways to donate to the families affected by the fire. Food, clothing, and essentials are being coordinated through service agencies. Gift cards can be to local grocery stores, restaurants, pharmacies, clothing stores, and Visa gift cards. Cards can be dropped off at Randolph Town Hall, located at 41 South Main Street, the RICC, located at 128 Pleasant Street, or at the library, located at 2 North Main Street. To donate online, head to GoFundMe.com/F/Randolph Fire Recovery. Experts believe the escalating conflict in the Middle East will cause gas prices to spike this summer, but that's not the only reason you should be prepared to spend more at the pump. According to AAA, gas stations will soon switch over to the summer blend fuel. The gas is better for the environment in warmer weather, but it also costs more to make. Summer fuel is more expensive than winter fuel because it takes longer to produce and has a lower yield per barrel of oil. In addition, refineries need to meet 14 different fuel specifications for the summer months, which can complicate production and distribution. These complexities can add up to 15 cents per gallon to the cost of producing summer blend fuel. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Do you know that electrical failures are the third leading cause of home fires? Cords and plugs led in this category, while extension cords dominated this category. To avoid these fires, plug heat-generated appliances directly into an outlet. Do not use power strips or extension cords on these appliances. Power strips are designed for use with electronics only. Do not put electrical cords underneath rugs or pinch behind furniture. Do not overload outlets. Charge laptops and phones on hard surfaces only. Finally, if an electrical device is not working as designed, it is time to repair it or replace it. Be conscious of your home environment and be safe, and thank you for doing so.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Today in entertainment, we have some movie and television recommendations for you to watch. First, Kingdom of the Planet of Apes takes place many years after the reign of Caesar and follows a young ape who goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define a future for apes and humans alike. The film stars Freya Allen and Lydia Peckham. You can watch Kingdom of the Planet of Apes in theaters now. Next, The Iron Claw follows the true story of the Von Erich brothers, who make history in the intensely competitive world of professional wrestling in the early 1980s. Under the shadow of their domineering father and coach, the brothers seek larger-than-life immortality on the biggest stage in sports. The film stars Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White. You can watch The Iron Claw now on Max. And finally, Argylle follows Ellie Conway, an author who writes best-selling espionage novels about a secret agent named Argylle, who's on a mission to unravel a global spy syndicate. However, when the plot of her book starts to mirror the covert actions of a real-life spy organization, the line between fiction and reality begins to blur. The film stars Bryce Dallas Howard and Henry Cavill. You can watch Argylle now on Apple TV. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.